Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Federico Talks Watches. Today we're going to talk Rolex price increase, does it even matter? And I'm joined by my business partner and good friend John. What's going on, buddy?
Hello.
Before we get started, what are you wearing today?
Today I've got my ceramic bezel last gen Omega Seamaster.
Nice. And I'm wearing the GP Laureato, even though I was going to wear the Hulk because it was video appropriate.
Where's the Grand Seiko?
It's review coming soon. Review is coming. Is it already for sale? Is it already sold? I don't know. Do I still have
Hot
it?
deal section, DelRayWatch.com.
Oh, stop kidding. It's not sold yet.
Check there, it's there. Go there.
And actually, on that note, guys, go check out DelRayWatch.com. Bunch of new watches in stock. Jaeger Master Control Chronograph.
Grand Seiko.
Not Grand Seiko. Gerard Perregaux World Time Financial Limited Edition, along with a bunch of other watches at DelRayWatch.com. Link in the description below. So yeah, Rolex had a price increase. In the U.S., it's between 3 and 6%, depending on the model.
100% confirmed?
100% confirmed. It's done. It happened
Comments below.
Silently January 1st. And in the UK, which got hit the hardest, I believe it was closer to 10%, just under. But yeah, I mean, let me just start off by saying, I don't know why people are surprised or upset by this. It happens almost every year. I mean, it does, doesn't it? Almost.
It seems like it.
Yeah, I mean, it happens almost every year.
And that's all that matters, right? Does it feel like it's increased?
I mean,
that's what matters to me.
Let's discuss, right? I mean, what do you think of the price increase? Does it matter? Does it not matter? Was it time for one? What are your general thoughts?
I mean, if you just look at the luxury market in general, you have the middle coming down and the top middle going up, and that's what Rolex is really doing. They're more of a luxury product now than a watch aficionado's brand. Mm-hmm. A lot of Rolex collectors, in my opinion, that were hardcore watch enthusiasts are pulling back away from the Rolex brand in favor of brands like Omega. And so for them, I don't think they really care, right? They got lines out the doors, and they're not really aiming for us watch geeks, us, you. They don't want us anymore.
Yeah, well, I think two things are happening. All right, and I agree with you, by the way, 100%. But I think two things are happening. First, the increase, which, by the way, happens to be mainly in steel models, more than gold models. So steel got relatively more expensive than gold. Rolex is trying to push their buyers more into gold pieces because they're readily available. The margins are significantly higher for Rolex. And, the customer sees the price of steel going up, gold almost relatively the same. Gold is better value. So I think they're trying to siphon people to the gold pieces. But second thing is, now I'm not trying to be rude here, but does it really matter that the MSRP of a Hulk went up? When's the last time you, or even me, or anyone, could get a Hulk at MSRP? The only price
4 years ago, probably.
5. I mean, the only price that really matters is the market price and the gray market price, and that's not necessarily correlated to MSRP. I mean, MSRP could go up, and market price could go down. I mean, MSRP almost doesn't matter. Who cares? Am I wrong?
It doesn't matter to me.
I don't know. It's just there's so many people doing all this hubbub online.
If you're the guy that gets a Hulk at retail price, you don't care about the price. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, you don't care about the price, and also you just made free money. You got a free few $1,000 gift from your AD. So I don't know. It's like it's the biggest news that's not actually news. It's almost fake news. Like it doesn't matter.
It's like that FOMO, right? The fear of missing out people talk about sometimes. Like the prices are going up and you got the guys, I wanted to get the Hulk someday and it's going up and up and up. And people are driving themselves crazy thinking they're never going to get their dream watch.
It's true. And you know what? Everything's got to come down. I'm not saying there is a Rolex bubble, but things have certainly slowed down. We can attest to it. Hong Kong has certainly hurt Rolex prices, which a lot of people are thankful for because it means they're a little bit less expensive. They're still sky high. But, honestly, in the Rolex market at least, MSRP doesn't matter. If Jaeger raised their price or Omega raised their price, sure, it matters because you go to the boutique, they actually have the watch you want to buy and you're going to pay more. But Rolex, who cares? Unless you're buying a Steel Ladies Datejust or a Cellini or a two-tone 35mm Yachtmaster. Who cares?
You might get an Explorer 1 occasionally, right?
Okay, yeah, no.
Oh, an
yeah.
Explorer.
I mean, okay, I guess, it still does matter, but not nearly as much as people are making it out to be. Yeah.
So what do you think about the kind of the rumors about this extra Rolex production facility that someone found on the tax roll, and there's guys in Switzerland on the ground with cameras taking pictures of these construction sites saying that, oh, Rolex is going to start pumping out these stainless sports watches.
And the supply is going to go up. Honestly, Rolex is like Fort Knox. I mean, the Swiss watch industry is a leaky ship, and things leak all the time. Like the isograph you found on Tag's website, like the Alange Odysseus, which got leaked a day early. But Rolex does not leak. And I give, rumors of extra supply. Listen, would it make sense? Yes. I think Rolex is leaving a little bit of money on the table right now because essentially the gray market's making the leftover scraps of the money, and while Rolex could take it over. But it would make sense for them to increase supply, but there's no proof of it. It's pure speculation.
You think it's a lot like Fort Knox, but I think it's actually a lot more like Fortnite. Which is this video game that everyone in the world's talking about, celebrities, everything. It's been having a big roller coaster ride, but now it's kind of lost a lot of steam, pun intended, to other games out there in the market.
I mean, I play video games, but you just really quoted Fortnite.
Those little jokes were just for the 3 or 4 guys in the comment section that knows what that means. But I think that there's a lot of people that are really behind this, a lot of the industry. But look, they've already started moving to Patek and some of the other watches and Richard Mille. Mm-hmm. So maybe in time Rolex will lose.
I mean, I wouldn't bet on it. I would never bet against, the big R with the crown. But at the same time, the market's in a weird place. This is unprecedented in watch collecting history. And, MSRP is not going to change that.
Either would I, but I want to hear what people have to say in the comments below, though. Because this is always, in the comments, people always go back and forth. Rolex is going to lose in the long run. Rolex is losing in the long run. And I want to hear what they have to say on your channel in the comments below.
Good point. Let us know. But listen, that's just our opinions on the matter. We felt like it was news. Well, actually, I felt like it wasn't news at all, but it had to be talked about.
Everyone asks us.
Because everyone's asking us. And let's be honest, it'll do well on YouTube as well. As soon as you type in Rolex price on a title, thank you for watching, by the way. But I'm being honest, it's just one of those things that ultimately, I didn't get too stirred up about, It just kind of happened. On that note, guys, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really does help. Please don't forget to subscribe to John, that is John P. Watches, on YouTube. And of course, we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.